Let me guess, it's 11 p.m. and suddenly you're redesigning your life. Tomorrow, you wake up early, you fix everything, and you finally become consistent. And by day 3, you're already behind. I used to think I was just bad at routines, like genuinely defective, because every time I made a plan, I would follow it day 1, maybe day 2, and by day 3, I was already behind. And when I say behind, I don't mean dramatic failure. I mean, it would be like 12:47 and I was still in the shower and the plan said I was supposed to be working. And that tiny 7-minute delay would feel like the proof that I ruined everything. It took me a long time to realize something. It wasn't the tasks that were exhausting me, it was the time pressure. When I rescheduled my life down to the minute, the clock became a judge, and the second I fell slightly off the schedule, my nervous system went into stress mode. Not because I couldn't do the work, it's because I felt left behind. When I feel left behind, I shut down. So I tried something different. Instead of 12 a.m., I go and take a shower. 12:30, I do my makeup, and by 1 o'clock, I do work. I switch to shower, get ready, work blocks, eat and walk. Sequences and not punishment. And something strange happened. I got more done because I've removed time as a threat. And research actually supports this. When you reduce time urgency and decisions pressure, stress drops. And when the stress drops, execution improves. You don't need to be robotic to be productive. Another thing I misunderstood for years. I thought I had social anxiety, and sometimes I do. But most of the time, I had a social battery. I can be around people for 2, maybe 3 hours, and then I will start feeling it. Overstimulation, heart races, the subtle I need to leave signal. And if I ignore that, I crash later. And polyvagal theory explains this well. When your nervous system gets overstimulated, it can flip into shutdown. So now I leave early. I say, I'm getting tired, I'm heading home. And this isn't weakness, it's regulation. I also had to confront something later. I used to regulate fast through spending, through intensity, through creating unnecessary urgency, not because I wanted to destroy my life. It was because I didn't know how to calm down slowly. When you're emotionally intense, you crave fast relief, but fast relief trains the brain to expect the extremes. And that's dangerous. So instead of just wait 24 hours, I added friction. If I want to buy something, I remove my saved card. I actually physically give it to someone else. And if I want to send a dramatic message to someone that upset me, I write it down in my book and I wait. So now when I feel the spiral is coming, I go and take a walk or move my body. And that's not willpower, it's structure. And actually, One small shift changed everything for me. Instead of saying to myself, I'm insane, I'm too much, I ruin everything, I started saying, my nervous system is activated right now. Our research showing that naming emotion reduces their intensity. And that sentence creates distancy, observation instead of identity. You cannot fix what you keep calling your personality. At some point, someone told me something that stayed with me. There's nothing wrong with you. This is just how your system is built. And that hit me because I had been trying to shame that wiring out of myself. And you can't do that. Here's the bigger realization. Everyone tells you to build better habits, wake up at 5, journal, meditate, cold showers, optimize your life. But what if your problem isn't your habits? What if your nervous system is just exhausted? Long feedback loops don't work when you're already overstimulated. If the reward is months away, your system checks out, not because you're lazy, but because your body operates on safety, not on spreadsheets. So instead of saying, how do I become more disciplined? I started saying, how do I shorten the feedback loops? Don't work out for results you get in 6 months from now. Work out for the nervous system drop you feel immediately after. And don't study for the exam you have next year. Study for the calm you feel when you close one small task. Immediately proof builds trust, and trust builds consistency. And also, we need to talk about this quality over quantity. Sometimes that's wisdom, but often it's fear dressed up as standards. You want a perfect routine, but you haven't survived 30 messy days. You want a perfect video on YouTube, but you haven't posted 50 imperfect ones. Volume creates evidence, and evidence creates safety. Safety creates consistency, not the other way around. I didn't fail routine because I'm lazy. I failed rigid system because my nervous system is sensitive. And when I build a softer structure, I don't collapse by day 3. I stabilize. If this sounds familiar, watch my next video. It's about 3 micro habits that actually stabilized me. Not optimized, but stabilized.
Bra, är vi färdiga?
Ja, väl.